Alright, Treasury Financial Manual, Volume 2, Part 4, Chapter 7000, Proceed with the process of the postal money orders. Section 7010, the scope of the Act, chapter prescribe perceive the file of the Federal Reserve Bank branch for the hell of the handling paid U.S. postal money, or the perceive the or cover the responsible to the United States, both of the aid of the reconcile of the audit postal money orders. Treasury prescribe the method of prescribing process of the charge through the Treasury General Account. Section 715, authority instruct the issue according to the authority Secretary of Treasury prescribe the regulation Federal Reserve Bank in connection with the fiscal into responsibility Title 12, the U.S. Standard Code 265-391. Section 720, general information and format. All post offices sell paper money or with the public money or if the paid with the commercial bank with the other depository Federal Reserve system sent with the Federal Reserve Bank systems. Federal Reserve Banks if the charge of the account with the USPS amount with the money paid money or with the report charge of the daily transaction U.S. Treasury. Federal Reserve Banks that will send with the money with the document the U.S. Postal System upon receipt of the money order of the Federal Reserve Bank system USPS. United States Postal Office will reconcile with the audit with the document. U.S. Postal Office will report with the money order with the transaction statement, the transaction deposit, the reconciliation branch at the end of each month. Paper money order with 3/4 inch high, 6 inches long, with designs to meet the American Bankers Association check statement with the character of the MICR printing, ABA routing check a number with the check digit with the transit field that is shown with each of the money order. The general format upper serial number is printed with the some form printer. The data post office number for the upper amount with the enter for the postal clerk at the time of the issue for the lower of the MICR line, bank routing number on US field, the money order serial number, enter for the former printer pay and paid to purchase their information, enter for the postal customer who purchased the money order. Federal Reserve Bank is divided with the president of the OCR read band with a width of 9/16 of an inch for the beginning with 3/8 of an inch from the top of each of the money paper money order with the USPS processing main paid money orders. Federal Reserve Bank is required to refrain with the writing stamp to make marking and endorsing in an area for the OCR read band. The Federal Reserve Bank are further requested to avoid possible any of the heavy endorsing reverse side of the bank money or of the area of the OCR read band. The money outstanding with the punch card postal money or of the issue for the prior of the introduction paper style of the post money order for the spring 1973 which bear the ABA routing number. The money if the orders have the commercial life of 20 years. Proper processing instruction punch card postal money orders of these instructions. Section 7030, definition of the terms just after defined is filed with the Federal Reserve Bank, term of the district bank with the branch banks with the Federal Reserve System, the banks, the commercial banks, depository Federal Reserve Bank System, MOD with the abbreviation money order division, U.S. Postal for the Postal Data Center with the St. Louis, Missouri, the which account with the auditing control over the money order otherwise qualified with the term mean postal money over the ABA routing number shown on the form, replacement money over the money order of the USPS replaced with another money order. It will contain different serial numbers, will not be subject to any special processing of the Federal Reserve Bank. Fit money order that can be complete with the high-speed processing equipment. Mutilated money order that not physically processed with the high-speed equipment that does not include money order that bearing unreadable MICR characters on U.S. field. Old style money order, card style money order bearing with the ABA routing number. The international reissue money order, the money order with the peer with the similarly with the domestic money order with the however the validation pay with the play with the money order pre-printed with the non-print printed with the non-monetary limitations shown on the face of the money over the money or with negotiable the maximum of $400 the note of the purse of the document the international reissue of the money over the serial number the beginning with 89. Unlike domestic money over the international money orders are valid with a period of only 1 year of the expiration date with the printed on the face of the money order. If the president of the period valid of the money order should be negotiated the process in the same manner as domestic money orders. Domestic, international, semi-domestic money order for these money with the orders are issued 14 countries with which of the United States agreement the money order for these countries accept the payment in the United States appendix number 1 given the list of 14 countries that issue the money order. International post money order for the appendix number 1. These money with their similar domestic international reissue the money over the international money order serial number begin with the number 88. Lower right hand corner of the orders annotated non-negotiable in the U.S. The international post money for the order of the deposits of bank member of the bank should be returned with the president bank of the bank may recover the funds of the customer who presented it in the payment of the non-negotiable international money orders appendix number 1. Foreign money orders other than semi-domestic cannot be accepted the payment in the United States. These money orders purchased from foreign countries mailed to the persons and the United States cash to local banks should be charged back for the banking channels due to the original endorser. The bulk of the money orders received in France, Germany, Austria, Great Britain, Belgium, and New Zealand. Bank with the number of Federal Reserve Bank code appendix number 1. This term refers to the 4-digit Federal Reserve Bank routing symbol. The number of the view of the various document and with the charging and the shipping of the money with the USPS. Alright, 73065 of the issue of the group with the paid money or the paid placed under one control with the subtitle of the Federal Reserve Bank, separate with the USPS batch located for the control of the document, proceed with the item in each batch, the number of the batch for the money orders book, if it's not with more than 500 items of the batch, money related with the money orders book, if it's no more than 200 items. USPS Bank batch located for the control of the document, with the USPS located for control of the document, if the preprint of the document furnished with the USPF, the Federal Reserve Bank in the system, document that interested earnables not more than 500 money orders for the Federal Reserve Bank, the subsequent number of each sequence shall be maintained insertion document batch number, the 7-digit serial sequence, serial number over the OCR over the MICR read line, US United States Postal batch located control document, reasonable time length, the term United States Postal off the verified show of the Federal Reserve Bank paid with money or with the indicated with the postal form 1175 domestic money or recapitulation batch total of fines of minor difference if the amount with the USPS will not require to be adjusted. 703085 box label appendix number 1 Federal Reserve Bank are advised at the front each end of the box order of the money order will be labeled the Federal Reserve Bank code transact change charge date of the box number, the total number of the boxes and its shipment. 7035 change of the postal money over the Federal Reserve Bank prepared with the 5515 debit voucher for the 8-digit accounting system code, the agency location code, charge the postal money order based on the cash letter with the deposit of the document to receive the accompanying with the postal the money or the document the after machine classification made in order to correct with the amount of the uncharged the money or the made of the original charge of the standard form 5515. Another standard form 5515 will be prepared and profit the overcharge made with the original 5515. The Federal Reserve Bank profit the standard form 215 deposit ticket amount to overcharge with the agency location code, the appendix number 1 provides instruction distribution standard form 5515 and 215. The data amount of all debit vouchers, debit deposit tickets reported in the agency location code should be known the Federal Reserve Bank daily balance wire, the Bureau of Government Financial Officer of the online 14A. The amount is reconciled with the confirmed copy of the debit voucher deposit ticket, the money order, St. Louis, Missouri. Alright, Postal Form 1901, advised classification postal money or the basic reconciliation provided with the Federal Reserve. Certain data for the 5515, 215, confirmed date, document number of an account will be shown under the block title, charge the agency location code. The amount must agree with the total of the block title, classification postal money or the reflects description code, number items, the amount of the postal money being orders being shipped, the money, the order of the document shipped, the money order, St. Louis, Missouri. The adjustment each of the errors made of the previous statement shipment will be also made report for the class of postal money or for the block support for the complete schedule adjustment entered under code 003 shown at the bottom of the postal form 1901. No copies of the PS form 1901 will be sent to the treasurer. Each PS 1901 account with the USPS form, therefore the Federal Reserve voids the PS 1901, all copy of the postal data processing control, account sync with PO Box 14431, St. Louis, Missouri, 6318, these void copies will not include the shipment of money over the PS form 1901, the destroy the processing control division, accounting standards, section should be advised in writing. Or Section 7040, processing fit money over the patching with listing, fit money over the paper money with the MICR over the routing code, the include with the routing number for the serial with the number, the check with the digit for the routing number that is off the preprint with the upper right hand corner, which is located at the front of the ABA, American Banking Association, Federal Reserve, will profit the FIT with the money orders as follows: receive the money or the bank's profit the high speed with the equipment, the manner of the cost compatible with the processing other category cash item, prepare batch with no more than 5 items, or insert US Postal Service batch, locator control documents of the file and beginning in each of the batch of the money order to be read, prepaid, paper type, serial numbers of the optional check digit amount with the amount each money order read less will show the batch number, the subtotal with each of the batch over total all money orders listed on the paper tape. The total amount of the items should be entered for the PS 1901 code 100 money orders bearing unreadable MIRC character on the U.S. field are not rejected. They're not to be rejected, and the handle is mutilated. List for their characters can be read on the paper tape as reconcile and aid. Preparation recapitulation batch from total of the PS form 1175. The equivalent machine with produced summary of the daily batches of process with the list of the paper tapes of each of the batch number of the item count, total separately, daily total line in PS form 1175 most equal to 100, 110 in the postal form 1901. Submit separate form 1175 support code 400 domestic international on the PS form 1901. Or 740.20 adjusted between the amounts of the charge with the money order listed. Total amount of the PS form 1175 should be agreed with the amount of the class 5 of the 1901. The total amount of the 1175 of the larger amount with the shown with the PS form 1901 with the prepared with the form 55 1915. That amount with the difference profit with the ALM agency location code with the total amount of the PS form 1175 with the less prepared with the TM form 215. And for the agency location code profit the net amount with for the difference for the will be function for the daily transcript of the list of the PS form 1901. 740.30 with shipping money orders. Instruct with the shipping money orders. Money orders are followed with the place batch of money orders include the USB United States Postal batch locator control document shipping box maintain the money order of the batches in the same sequence as they are read listed on paper tape. The original PS form 1901 postal data sent with the processing control center division accounting sequence PO Box 14431 St. Louis, Missouri 63180. Attach the last three copies of 1901 form 1175 machine equivalent. Place all of the documents allowed box of the money over for the day. Place the paper tape with the mutilated tape within the same box. Batch mutilated money orders may be included with the same box. Same ship within money or the provided batch of mutilated money orders. Clearly identify mutilated place completed box label at the front of each box. These boxes should bear sequentially the numbers of the label. Facilitate United States Postal Processing. Verify the number of the box. Ship the box may be larger with the number 5 box shipped in carton. Place boxes, cartons, and mail pouches to deliver USPS representative due to limited space available on pouch label. The mail address label should read as follows. Saying shipping may be made with the mailing or money order registered mailing using pouch with rotary locks provided with the USPS. Or 750 processing mutilated money over the section related to the handling mutilated paper money with the ABA routing numbers. Mutilated paper money over the must be agreed with the batch if not exceed the 200 documents in the batch. 12 the number of mutilated with the item if it does not exceed the 200, they may be handled in one batch for a large quantity of measurement with the batch is necessary to not exceed the 200 in any batch. 750.20 with the insert USPS batch located control the document with the beginning of each of the batch mutilated money orders. 750.30 preparing adding machine listing to each batch showing the following information: Federal Reserve Bank and the code at the top of the amount of the item, each item, the total amount of the batch. Federal Reserve Bank clearance to have batch number 750.40. Batch of the paper with money over that cannot be per machine profit without first MICR amount over that may be delivered to the USPS. Represented without profit provided with above the requirements are easily as met. Essentially met. 750.50 total amount of mutilated items should be entered with the PS form 1901 coded 110. Section 760 detection of stolen raised money over the Federal Reserve made are not required to enter the regular routing proceed with detection stolen with raised money over the how of each of the Federal Reserve corporate special circumstance aid with the USPS represent with the detection of these items. Section 760 adjustment of the errors adjustment error of the change for the Federal Reserve will be made with the same form 1550 and for the air agency location code president form of the 1176 schedule for the difference money order clearance all charges for the credits except for the identified with the Federal Reserve Bank item with the scheduled number to indicate them as form 1176 amount with the form 1901 code 003. 77 the processing old style money over the pusher's card money over the ABA routing will be handled with the mutilated but they should be identified with old style punch card money over the form 1901 code 004. 7075 processing domestic international money orders. Some of the domestic Canadian money over the ABA routing canal zone money over the ABA routing can be mechanically profited. All others processed made with the batch side of the Canadian money over the cannot exceed 200 documents. Money orders different country if it cannot be intermingled. Each country must be a batch separately with the total of domestic international money orders shall be shown under code 400 of 1901. Section 780, other procedural matters. 780-10, Postal, serve the reimbursement Federal Reserve Banks. Postal Service has agreed with the reimbursed Federal Reserve Banks, serve the provide with the processing postal money order beyond with the level. Service is provided with the financial institution payment. Paying cash item charges will be determined the annual service according Federal Reserve. The U.S. Postal Service agreements will be billed with the monthly with a single payment bill with the Federal Reserve District with the money order division will be paid at the end of each 6 month. Postal Service reserve the right to review channel with the method of calculating the charges. 780 8020, replacement of the money order lost in transit. When money order is lost in transit, placing the submitted photostatic copy. Form 6401, domestic money order inquiry must be submitted. Appendix number 1, form of the available to the post office. The money order, serial number, amount purchased, the pay, name, and the address of the room. Placement is to be issued within signature for the person filing the request for the replacement. Must be completed on Form 6401. Remaining information is to be provided with available to aid with the replacement profit. The original money order that has been paid replacement cannot be issued. Photocopy of the paid item will be provided without cost of the Federal Reserve Bank. Request information from the member A. Bank Federal Reserve Bank. The balance number, the amount of the particular money order thing was included with the listed free MICR encoded wrong was processed but not recredited. The bank should not be made with the memorandum letter. Redemption reconciliation money order P.O. Box 14975, St. Louis, Missouri 63182. Replacement previously requested. Return paid. The information returned in the Form 6401 should be provided as part of the memorandum of letter. Alternative procedures. Postal Service of the Federal Reserve will continue the capability of the restore permit to work toward tourniqueting postal money order the Federal Reserve Bank subsequent data transmission money, other division acceptable alternative procedure resulting from the effort to specify the subsequent amendments of this chapter. Alright, Section 790, procurement form of the Postal Service between 1901 and 111 service may be mailed to, may be obtained from the St. Louis Postal Data Center. However, they obtained with the pouch label to show them the mail address with the money with the box label. Money order shifting back with the local postmaster 795 inquiries. St. Louis Postal Data Center inquiries. Domestic international money order should be addressed at St. Louis Postal Data Center. P.O. Box 14972, questions accounting documentation in effect with the Treasury Accounting Directed. Deposit reconciliation section, Division General Government Account Report, Bureau of Government Financial Operations Department of Treasury Annex number 1, Lieutenant Government Accounting Building 3108, Washington, D.C. 2022-6, telephone number 202-566-6521, and then it goes in the appendix, and that is the rest. That was Chapter 7000, proceed the processing postal money orders. Shit.